Did y'all see the young boy that got emotional after playing Steph Curry? Did you see that?
I did.
Did you see it, Speed?
Yeah,
you see it, Jada?
Yeah.
So young boy, played for. He didn't play for LA. Who he played for? He played for some team in the NBA.
It was LA.
Was it LA?
I think so.
I think it might have been LA.
Yeah.
So he played. I don't remember his name, but he played for LA. I guess he had a great preseason game. Steph Curry played, and he might have even made a move on Steph or something like that. And Steph came up to him after the game, which was on something like, "Yo, I respect your game, bro. Like, young boy, you nice." And then, he kind of just went on this whole thing about like, "Yo, Steph Curry been like my favorite player since I was like 6 years old." He had the picture of him with the Steph Curry jersey on, like when he was talking to the media about it. I think he ended up scoring like 30 or 40 points in the preseason game. So like, obviously he had all the hoopla after the game and all that. And he was just talking about how like Steph Curry just influenced his life so much and it meant so much and all this other stuff. And he's like, he brought tears to his eyes. Like, this was a very emotional sequence for him. Like, he was just like, man, like I got a chance to play against one of my idols. Like, and he respect my game. Like, but you gonna cry?
Yeah, I don't agree with
Yeah, he
tears,
could have cried
brother.
at home. I'm sorry. That's just
Brother.
not it.
I don't agree with
I'm
the
watching the
tears.
video.
Put the tears up.
Tears is crazy.
My thing is like,
Crying over another man in any situation is crazy.
I can't say that.
Hey,
No,
my
hold on,
boy,
hold on. Let's not be the
Publicly.
let's not be the tough guys right now. Let's not be
tough.
let's not
That's
be the tough guys. I'm not gonna say that again. Me and you have had this conversation. There's people in this world that you'll meet and be starstruck.
Not
by.
cry.
Steph Curry is in that arena of people that would bring somebody emotional by just meeting them in their presence. Can we agree to that? Steph Curry's in that realm of people. Can we agree to that?
No.
I don't.
Not tears, gang. Like,
Yeah, tears
I'm
is
not saying
crazy.
tears.
You saying emotional, like,
I'm saying Steph Curry is in that group of people on this earth that if millions of people were to just meet and have an interaction with him, that would be an emotional experience for them. Not saying that's crying, but whatever emotion that might bring up. Like, he's an icon. Like, to meet Steph Curry, to have Steph Curry. If Steph Curry came to you and said, "Damn, EJ, man, I fuck with how you play," that would mean a lot to you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Especially if you were a basketball player.
I thought you was justifying him crying.
No, I'm not justifying his crying. Well, my thing is, look, but there's fans out there. If they met you, that might bring tears to their eyes, though.
Somebody that's within the profession, though?
No,
like,
I'm saying in general. Like, there's people out there. There's fans of EJ Speed who meeting you, getting you to sign something, or like a young boy at high school. Like, you feel me? Wearing 45. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully it's not like a 23, 22-year-old man.
Okay.
But
I heard what you're saying.
I know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
My only issue with Cuz is at a certain point, bro, like, did it never cross his mind that he might play against Steph?
Well, understanding the backstory of who this kid is, like he isn't the like, how can I say, like, he isn't the guy that's like that comes from the mindset, I feel like, of what you're saying, Z. Like,
he never expected to be an NBA team.
He was definitely one of those kids.
Oh, that had the club in Charlotte again.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those situations. So it's like,
oh, so he was more emotional about the journey than it was about being Steph Curry, about being in the moment.
Yes.
All right, cool. I see what you're saying.
Yes. It was very much
because
he's one of those guys.
He's
like,
wearing a lover boy hat in this video too.
Yeah,
by the way, just gonna throw that out there.
But
I'm kind of off the lover boy. I almost bought one though.
Lover
then I thought about
lover boy hat with tears about another man is a little something.
Right.
How do you feel about the lover boy hat?
That's where I'm at with it.
But some people might take that as NBA hate, and I hope they don't.
I mean, y'all just gotta understand what
my only thing is about, all right, so like, when you play it, like what he said, you make friends with Mike, but gotta AI him for your survival. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, at what point in your life or in your journey as an athlete did you come to the realization that, like, bro, like, I gotta do this nigga, bro?
I don't think that athlete is alive anymore. I don't think that athlete's
that changed the whole mentality.
These young bulls is out here really. The young
No.
bulls is out here really
No.
upping. They got the
I'm
killer
talking about
instinct. What you talking
sports.
about? Yeah, in sports, they got the killer instinct.
No.
Don't act like the young bulls just out here soft. They not.
Half of
The youngest is not out here soft.
The
right
NBA,
now.
the NBA boys
Bro,
is. I'm gonna tell you that the NBA
respectfully,
boys
bro.
is a little different.
Respectfully.
And
look,
them young
Short
college
shorts
football young
plus
boys.
crime.
ain't
We
playing.
Yeah, they not playing right now, bro.
Young boy from LSU is not
They
playing.
spitting on niggas out there.
there. With the yo, cuz.
nah, they wilding. They're wilding.
Go to class, bro.
But when it come to hooping, like I said again, much respect to him, bro, and I hope it to continue to hoop that way. The only person that I feel like that, and it's not even like an old era, it's more so of real, like kind of like Z always talk about. Speed is like a dog, like
Well, it's a different. It's
And
a,
Edwards.
I ain't gonna hold.
Edwards.
From what I've been
Edwards.
hearing,
And Edwards, you're right.
love him,
It's
bro.
Edwards.
from what I've been
Come
hearing,
on.
from what I've been hearing is like the journey to the NBA is kind of like gatekeep now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like the people
Yeah.
been saying it's a gatekeep
Yeah.
for the journey to the NBA. It's just like it's not like those the people who's coming from I would say poverty or in like or like inner city kids
city, yeah.
that can't afford to go to private schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like getting gatekeep from the NBA.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, and the only reason that I think that a lot of those things, and this is Tim's opinion, in terms of all of those positions and playing in the NBA and stuff like that, especially now with it being 15 or roster, I feel like people have a firm understanding now of what the business of what the NBA looks like now. A lot of more people have their hands on like, oh, you know what? He's a G League guy. Well, back in the day, 10 years ago, you
What
didn't know
does
what the
this,
G
any
League
of
was.
this have to do with crying when you meet one of your heroes?
Because the gatekeeping of the is
No.
bringing up software era
Is
players, as
it?
we were saying. Like
You don't
like
go
you
through
was
much.
Like, at what point do you be like, you gotta kill? I gotta kill Steph. And Tim
Yeah.
was saying like that player is dead now, and the gatekeeping of the NBA is keeping those players kind of
Right,
like
because
out
you
in a
never,
sense.
to Speed's point,
because those
you
inner
never
city
know.
kids who grow up with those killer instincts just not getting in the NBA.
Yeah,
no more.
and you never know if respectfully, you never know if your ability, and like to Speed's
Yeah.
point, you never know if your ability now is actually going to get you there. It's kind of always been that way, but now it's really like,
what's one
I
little
don't
bro
know.
that caught the case, but he fired.
hey, yeah, talk about
Mikey,
him.
Mikey.
Mikey.
Talk about him.
Mike,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
didn't call it. He went
Right now,
Yeah,
UCF.
he's
at
He-
UCF.
Yeah, Florida Gulf Coast. They just had the game. I mean,
Hey,
with
they
the,
let that youngin in the league. That young boy going.
I
See
can't
how they,
wait.
see how they trying to do job.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
My only thing is, I'm just trying to understand. Like,
I don't see why he cried still.
Look. Listen, that's what I'm saying.
Saying.
If we talking about the culmination of it, but then that brings me to another issue that I got with Young Boy's situation. You haven't made it, nigga.
Yeah, facts. It's still
What
preseason.
have you
Whoa.
accomplished?
This is the preseason, bro. Preseason
Bro,
doesn't
it's the
matter.
preseason,
We
bro.
just
They
said
gotta make the
this.
squad.
You have not
Not
made
even on
it.
the
But
team.
look, Tim, this is what I'm trying to explain to you, Tim. You have the perception and perspective of 99% of people, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't be mad because when I was there, I did it like my first preseason game. You know, especially my first preseason big game that I had. Speed could attest to it too. You like, damn, like, ooh, like, but bro, it's like you can't celebrate the victory while you still in the middle of the marathon, bro. You still running.
Because what
What are you celebrating? You ain't
Right, you
accomplished
ain't
nothing,
there
bro.
yet.
You ain't did it.
And it's not. When Z say that, he not saying like you ain't done shit. He just saying that your mind should be focused on so much of what you gotta do in the future. That how do you even got time to admire Steph Curry right now?
That's some new generation mental health awareness. 2024. Everybody gets a trophy shit where every time you do something, we sit down and we give you a pat on the back, pat on the ass. Hey man, congratulations for being. Nah, fuck that, bro. If you really trying to accomplish, you looking so much further past that this was just a step on the journey. It was just a part of this. A part of you becoming a mainstay in the NBA is you dropping 30 on Steph in the preseason game and Steph being like, oh, who the fuck is Young Boy?
And you not crying out.
That's a part of your
Yeah,
story.
the
Yeah, you
crying
crying
after
about
is
it. Like,
OD.
that's telling me that you're not even made for that stage for real. Why you
Not-
crying?
You supposed to know you like that. Like, yeah, it was great to meet him. I know.
I think. Well, look, I'm not saying any of y'all wrong about that. But what I'm saying to you is, bro, is I think again, privilege in the position that it's worked for is what I'm saying. But he may be in a position, bro, where it's just like, dog, I wasn't expecting any of this.
Bro, this
But
is what I'm trying to
crying?
explain to you.
In
No,
the
no,
NBA,
Tim.
bro.
This and that. I don't even know Young Boy. I kind of want to take it off Young Boy because I don't.
No,
even
just in
know.
general. Let's
But
talk.
in general, we just talking young boys. The young boy, and again, me and Speed have been in the locker room a long time. NFL a little different. I done seen 100 of the little niggas come in and go every year.
Yeah.
So the young boy that's coming, that's getting emotional about some shit that he ain't accomplished, ain't gonna be that. The young boy that come in and what he said, you gotta see it before anybody else believe it. If you don't see yourself dropping 30 on Steph, nigga, you will never do it. In the moment that you do it in a game that don't even count, you start like that shit. Like you gotta keep going, bro. You gotta keep going. You worried about the wrong things, bro. You gotta sit down. You gotta think about yourself, recollect, and move on.
So this is what I am going to say to you is that I hear you. I understand exactly what you're saying. On that journey, respectfully, you work to make those shots no matter where it is, but you don't think that preparation and that opportunity will meet itself versus that person. So I can see 100% how you can be in front, because
like
you
that,
perfected it in front of somebody like that.
Yeah,
I can understand that, bro. Like you, like nigga, I do this shit every day, and I did this shit in front of.
He put a lot of passion behind.
That's crazy.
But like that's what he's supposed to do.
No.
Let me say this.
But sometimes it's what you're supposed to do, but the opportunity never presents itself.
Thank you.
You feel what I'm saying? So when the opportunity do present itself, it's kind of like, damn, I did that. But crying in front of another man is a
But to Jada's point, yeah, that is crazy. That's bad. That's bad ball. I'm not back to young boy.
Yeah.
I'm not excusing that.
Stop crying.
But to what Jada's point is, you doing that in that opportunity should validate your work,
right?
Not make you emotional. If that makes sense.
Okay.
That should tell you that the things that you've been doing is taking you to where you want to go.
So when you win a Super Bowl, do you think you'll cry?
Super Bowl's a whole different situation.
I'm asking a question.
No, it ain't. That's a great question. That's a great question, EJ. That's a great question, EJ.
But you're supposed to.
That's a great question, EJ.
Tim, hold on.
You're
Pause.
supposed to win a Super Bowl.
Time out. Like Shaq did. Time out.
Stop. No.
First of all, Shaq a nasty boy, but I don't want. This is not a Shaq pod.
Take a time out.
I don't want to talk about Shaq, bro.
Shaq is nasty.
I'm actually scared of Shaq, nigga. I'm scared of Shaq, man. Scared of Shaq, bro. I ain't kicking with Shaq. That's one person I would say on this pod. I never see me and Shaq kicking in the corner.
I ain't gonna hold you. Shaq gonna have them baddies. Anyway, please don't ever equate scoring any amount of money. That's funny. Please don't ever equate scoring points in a preseason basketball game to winning a Super Bowl. That's not the same thing ever. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, bro. Don't put it on the Super Bowl. That's a bad example. I don't even want to have that conversation.
No. But this.
So I need you to change the destination.
No. Because I can't. Because I do understand exactly what.
Nah, you can't pull that card.
No.
You can't pull that card,
bro. Who gives a fuck about Steph Curry?
It's a preseason.
Hey, Speed.
The game
That's his Super Bowl.
The game does not count.
That's his Super Bowl.
And that's why he ain't gonna be that. Then that's what I'm saying.
It ain't his Super Bowl.
But look, this is what I'm saying.
The championship is his damn Super Bowl.
One mic.
Look, this is what I'm saying. He probably, I don't know what his situation is with the team or whatever like that. He probably feel like he'll be in the G League next year. He got a chance against Steph Curry. Probably the only chance he'll get in his life. In his eyes, you feel what I'm saying? Now, if I'm his big homie, I would be telling him, bro, you got enough potential to do it. If you did it against Steph Curry, bro, why does you crying for? You got enough potential to go in and be great in this league. But in his eyes, he probably don't see himself being that. So when he got emotional versus Steph Curry, he probably looked at it as like, bro, if all this shit failed today, I can at least say that I got to score a bucket against my favorite player.
All right.
But
I don't agree
isn't
with
that a problem?
Yeah, I don't agree with none of that.
Which is not a problem because everybody don't inspire. Everybody don't aspire to be Kobe Bryant or LeBron. So
why would you not want to be the best? I never wanted to be mediocre at anything.
If I was a big homie, I'd tell him, you should, bro. You should want to be the best. But maybe he ain't got that mental mindset and he just, along for the ride right now. Not saying that you all young boy. Like, he probably, I use young boy perfection with that one.
Come on, look.
I had the cheesesteak in Philly and ever since then, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Hey, Speed, understand. You got a Philly trip. You got a Philly trip on your horizon.